heaven, West Virginia. Hey guys, this is Matt, and today I'm going to show you a video from OAN where they're doing an interview with a Dr. Barke from Florida, and he's got a different viewpoint when it comes to the Omicron variant. He doesn't believe there's anything to fear with it. Not only that, he tells the truth about the CDC and the FDA and how they're in league with Big Pharma and the reasons why they're in league with Big Pharma. Not only that, he believes that most of the stuff that the government as well as the media has been doing is just fear porn. Now, one thing I want to ask some of these politicians is, how much money do you have invested in the pharmaceutical industry? And especially when it comes to Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. And I bet majority of them, especially the ones that are Democrats that want people to get vaccinated and push the mandates, I bet they got a ton of money invested in it. We already know the media does. Look at all those commercials they have on there. Trying to sell people medicine to fix everything from psoriasis to your vision. I mean, it's just all over the place. So, guys, let's go ahead and watch this video.
As the Omicron variant continues to spread across the U.S., some are using it to push for more booster shots, while others say there is no reason for concern. Dr. Jeff Barke, a family practitioner in California, told What America News that he is not concerned with the onset of the new variant and says it is in fact being used to push fear.
That you don't need to fear this virus, and certainly not Omicron.
Dr. Barke says the new variant poses very little risk and is only being used to continue to push for certain treatments as well as the vaccines.
The Omicron variant is nothing more than just another mechanism to create more fear in order to control the people, to push vaccines, to push expensive, toxic solutions to the coronavirus is the bottom line.
Dr. Barke says that at this point in the pandemic, we now know how to properly and effectively treat the virus, but that is not being acknowledged as fear and certain treatments are being pushed over others.
There's three basic phases of COVID-19. You have viral replication, and we know how to deal with that. You have the inflammation that causes a lot of problems. We're pretty good at treating inflammation. And then you have the risk of blood clots, and we know how to treat blood clots. So we're good at treating it when we have access to early intervention, but too many places in the country and in the world for that matter, the treatment simply is stay at home, isolate yourself, and if you feel like you're going to die, show up at the hospital and we'll give you a drug, remdesivir, that not only doesn't work, but is toxic to your kidneys and your liver. That's the standard of care in the United States of America.
Dr. Barke says that what is very concerning to him is that a significant amount of funding for the FDA and CDC comes from big pharma companies that those government agencies are expected to oversee. Now he says he is not anti-big pharma, considering they do provide life-saving treatments, but he finds the relationship to be a conflict of interest.
If you look at the funding, don't believe me, Google this. What percentage of funding from the FDA and the CDC comes from the pharmaceutical industry? And unfortunately, it's significant. It's up to 50% of the funding for the CDC and the FDA comes from the industries that those two agencies are chartered to oversee. I mean, it would be like ExxonMobil being in charge of the EPA. I mean, we would never allow that to happen, but yet the same pharmaceutical companies that the CDC and the FDA are supposed to oversee are funding those agencies.
Stefan Kleinhans, One America News, Tallahassee, Florida.